Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're going to be doing the live readings. I am fully booked. I actually should put that as a banner. Let me see. Yes, here it is. Yeah, I'm fully booked. Don't try. It's not that you can book. I removed it, but yes, I am fully booked already. I want to thank you all for all those that watch and all those that purchased. Yeah. Anyway, I'm really appreciative. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else I need to give? No, I'm trying to do the meditations, but I have been very, very, very tired just growing lately. So we'll see. They say I should catch up, and feel better about Tuesday. So we'll see how I feel Tuesday. But I am trying to do the guided meditations anyway. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah. Let's see. It says, look who's here. Hi, I'll get your soulmate. Hi, Erica. All righties. Yeah, I think that's it. I kind of like want to just get started on the readings I have to do. Let's see. Hi, Miss King. Okay. Yeah. Um, I already have everyone's questions. I think today's gonna be really interesting. So let me open up my phone. Oopsie. Okay. So the very first person that we have is going to be Erica. Let's see. Oops, Erica. Like this, Erica. I don't think I have any other Ericas. Once I gotta double check to just make sure. Last time there was two people with the same first name, and that confused someone, and they emailed me. Okay, there. Anyway, all right. So we have Erica, and let's look at Erica. Erica is questions, right? Let's see her. Hold on, I'm connecting Mia Metatron to her energy. Got it. What are my main blockages? Ooh, it's interesting. It's um I see that you have worked on yourself and you have been developing the self. And that intention to want to better yourself is a very much important, right? And that's actually what's progressing you. I know that our journeys, um, they're very long, are they not? I've like healed everything and then I had a bunch of past life stuff pop up because that's what needs to happen, right? So I know it really is a marathon, not a sprint. That's just the first message that I'm receiving. Um, so I just want to just give you that. But the first thing I'm seeing for one of your main blockages in terms of like healing is self-love. And it has to do with you going deeper. I really do understand. Like I truly get, right? We heal the surface layer, and we truly believe maybe even our ego is blocking us from seeing the truth. We truly believe that maybe we have did the self-healing or the self-love or stuff like that. You have a self-love problem, right? The words that always come to mind when it comes to healing self-love are setting the intention or asking, sorry, just saying for you to ask for help with healing. um Obstacles, blocks, restrictions, um and barriers to I don't think I spelled barriers right. Hold on, barriers to self-love. This is what you ask for help with. The dragons, which are the ones who are stepping forward to help you, are the love dragons that would love to help with you, help you with this. Erica, hold on, I want to put it really closely. I know sometimes it takes a while for the YouTube to put the chat. Anyway, but there, I just wanted to give you that. So this is the Erica reading. Anyway, but that's one of the first things that they're doing. But it does require you to go deeper into the self. I am seeing their energy that you're holding within your chest. Just a lot of past life stuff, a lot of stuff that's very deep. It does require the intention to go deeper and for you to not be too afraid of that as well. Let me see what's been holding you back from those pieces. You have it's to do with time, right? You're like you don't want to. It kind of feels like you know that you have to heal, blah blah blah. We all know that, right? But you don't want to waste too much time on it, so you're trying to rush. That's what's keeping you from actually searching for even more stuff that's there. It's a timing thing where you're worried, right? Or I'm not sure what you're trying to move towards or what have not given that to me, or what you think is you're running out of time with. But in reality, right, this is all going to be a long time, right? And there is a need for you to dig deeper into your healing, but self love is the very first one that they want you to work on. They also say that the next one after all that self love is done is then love of all people. Will be the same phrasing, by the way. The blocks, restrictions, barriers, and obstacles, right, to self love, maybe even resistances. That's something I am receiving. However, the very first thing, oh, I forgot to put the time. When did I start this reading? Hold on, I think about a minute. Let's see. Whoa, okay, hold on. What time? Okay, they're saying 1:30. Sorry for Erica. Put that name. Sorry. Anyway, but that's like the first thing that I'm receiving for you. Let's see what your other question is. Looking to heal, remove. I am seeing some stuff in your heart that you do need to work on. I felt past life stuff in the past. I feel like you've lost a child that you're carrying the energy as well into this life. What else is there? Um, I believe it's the same life, but I'm not sure. In this other past, oh yeah, it would be right because the energy. Anyway, yes. It's and also in this life, you lived a very impoverished life as well, and you're also carrying that energy within yourself. I was wondering why they were bringing up the contracts because we're talking about self love, but they're like talk about the contracts. The poverty contract will be really helpful for you. In the fear one as well. Just so if you do want to take a look at, you can get on my Patreon in the shop. But they were bringing it up as the first thing. I was like, why? Why are you bringing it up? But I get it now. This life that you hold, this past life that you're holding within in your chest, has that energy. It was very impoverished. It was a hard life, by the way. And you're holding that energy within you, even though you may not have gone through a hard life in this life. Probably did, if I'm being honest, because that's how law of attraction works. But working on that, working on releasing that life and all the elements of that past life is important for you. Um, what spiritual gifts do I have that I may profit in my business? I actually see your third eye being the strongest. Third eye abilities are able to see truths very easily. They I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know what you're hoping for, but I just see their third eye really being the key one for you. Often, at least is how it worked for me, and things work out for me is often the case for all of you, is because that's who I am. You usually get one gift at a time that you have to master, you have to learn, you have to cultivate, and then another gift activates. It took forever for me to talk to the dead, right? It took so long, right? And it finally opened up because I was ready for that mastery. So I tell you this, but right now, what they want you to focus on is your third eye abilities. Telepathy is another one that you're going to want to work at. Also, hearing people's thoughts is another one. But it's also to do with the gifts that the third eye has and the ability to see the truth and stuff. One of the things that they would like you to work at is I I don't know what a good example of this. I will give what they're giving as the example, but let's say you see these two people fighting or something like that, or maybe you see someone who looks like they're stealing, right? Your third eye will know the truth and what the situation is, and they want you to trust in that and rely in that and put your faith in that. That's what you need to work on right now. So though you likely do, everyone has all the spiritual gifts, but what gift you're mastering currently is your third eye gifts right now, and your ability to see the truth and to see things for what they really are, not how they look, logically or literally even, right? That's being key. But telepathy, hearing people's thoughts as well. Is there anything else that you would want to say? Connecting to the beings of light that are guiding and assisting you. I have I don't know if it's a guide or ancestor. Ancho. I'm gonna put that right there for you as someone who is stepping forward and that wants to help you. Ancho, they're the ones that you. Sorry, oh no, once it's up more. Where did I put? Okay, there it is, Erica. Yeah, and Ancho though. Ancho is the one that they want you to start to work with using your third eye. Um, I feel Ancho is has American Indian energy. That's what it felt like to me, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that type of energy, like tribal energy or shaman, as well. It's all of us have so many. It is what it is. So it's Ancho is the one that's stepping forward. Um, yeah. Anyway, Ancho. It's so if you want to work with that being of light, there will be the one you talk with. By the way, with telepathy. So it is something to think about if you do want that. Okay. Um. Oh, sorry. Where am I on time? Okay. Let me see. Will anything cultivate between me and Christian? Let's see. I get a yes as like the first thing. But they say it's not that simple between you and this person, Christian. I believe that your path right now is a path of sovereignty and a path of you standing on your own 2 feet and a path of you giving all the love. I really do understand how it looks to the world or how it may even make us feel in the moment, but the love that we give ourselves is like this much, right? And the love that we receive from other people is down here. It's like doesn't even make it. Like if you were to see that difference, right? I think that that's the path you're on right now, is learning to give yourself the love that you're seeking outside of yourself. um I had like a private reading, and they said that they were lonely, and it's like that those feelings come within you, right? You're the source, right? It has nothing to do with what's happening outside of yourself. So whatever feelings you're feeling about the situation and about your life have nothing to do with your situation or your life. There's just it's just a reflection of it. What's really happening is those feelings are coming from within yourself that you can then heal. So it's something to take note of. But I see, yes, things are cultivated between you and this person, but not that simple. Right now is a path of sovereignty and self-love, and you giving yourself that love. It is important. I'm not sure how bad it used to be, but you had a bit of a need with this person. I feel like with anyone you're in a relationship, but there's this need, like, I need more. Yeah, it's you can go ahead and try to get it from someone, but again, the quality of energy that we receive from people is very subpar to the energy that we can give to ourselves, and that's the point. So working on that is the key to something cultivating here that's very beautiful. They're showing me corn. That seems to be, I don't know why that's they're showing me corn, but I see corn, like a corn field. So it is what I currently have as an image. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, one. Okay. Let's see. Am I a divine feminine? I don't know what's everyone with these questions. They want you to figure that one out on your own. I think when you heal yourself, you'll be more okay with connecting to that. Divine feminine isn't. It's there is a it's a thing. It is technically a thing, but it's not what people think it is. I I'm just gonna leave it like that. But they want you to focus on that a little bit more throughout your healing journey. Let's see, yeah. But that's I think that's the only thing I have for you. Um, Erica Ruiz. Yes, yes. Okay. Um, yeah. Any time frame that you have, Metatron on Christian on the person Christian, I do have a time frame. It's the second month of next year, as being it, but it is the most probable, right? It's not the most it's not a guarantee, right? It's again, it's always probabilities, but that's what I see. I want to say the middle, maybe the 11th, February 11th. They're saying that's significant for some reason. I don't know for you or them. It is what I have though. Just so you know, I have that feeling. It's a significant period. I don't know why that is. I don't know anything about dates, but that's what I see. But that feeling, that you have when you heal yourself, you're gonna know and touch in with that energy. All of us bring in more of one than the other. There's a purpose behind that, right? You will connect to it, but we have both no matter what. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna thank you, Erica, and that's all I got for you. Hi, Erica. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have Kathleen next. Kathleen S next. Let's see. Okay. Kathleen has any messages that want that come through, please. Okay, okay. Um, I don't mind like blind readings, But a lot of times when people have a blind reading, they have an intention that they're at least something that they're hoping to get. And the beings of light struggle with this because that energy has to work around your intention. So I feel it to a certain extent. It's like that's what Metatron's giving me. I will do my best, but I just want you to just know that. Let's see. Um, okay, Kathleen. Okay. All right. So Metatron, do you have any messages for Kathleen right now? Let's take a look here. I feel like right now is a good time for you to focus on your inspiration. In fact, I feel like there is this. I'm not sure how conscious of this you are because I know it's in the back of you. There's these ideas or inspiration that is just at that veil, right? The beings of light, there's like a thick wall that we all have that is separating us from the beings of light. That's actually what separation is, so that we can be an individual here. There are ideas that are just beyond that veil when you connect to all that is. Right now is a good time for you to connect to everything that is. You will do it through the crown chakra, is how they're telling me. There is a link, that your higher self can create to help you connect to all that is. But when you connect to all that is, you're going to receive these ideas. I actually see there being three, but one is a bigger one than the other two. You may have received them already. But I can tell that they are behind and just in the back of you. There are things you're not looking at, or things that you may have looked at in the past and you may have turned away from for whatever reason. But they want you to focus on right now your inspiration and the things that are inspiring you, because that is where your growth is. It kind of feels like you were walking on a path and you threw it away or you lost it or something, and you now have to go back and pick it up. It's interesting. I had an experience like that recently, where I just like, it was a painting I had saw, and I was healing a bunch of masculine energy that, and I had saw a painting. They left it outside, hanging up, and it was of a man, and I knew it was mine. And then I walked away from it. I walked away. I was like, no, I'm not gonna take it. And I like made it like, I don't know, 20 steps. And I was like, I need to go back and get the painting. And it's reminding me of that. It's something that you looked at and thought it was yours, or an idea that you knew in your heart you should be cultivating, and you didn't. And you walked away from. You kept going. There's a difference between in the situations here, you kept going. There is need for you to walk back. But I think there are other ideas that may be fresher, that you may want to pursue. I really do understand. Sorry, poof. I understand that these ideas may seem big, or maybe even scary, but they wouldn't have come through if they weren't for you. Period. End of story. And there is a need for you to work through those fears. Okay. Let's see. Is there any other messages that you have? There is a path that is right before you that you're meant to walk. I feel like your intuition is leading you there, but there is fears surrounding that. It does feel like your ancestors, because I see this path lit by light from the moon, but a path lit by light from the moon that you're meant to be walking. I believe your ancestors are the ones who are lighting this path for you, that they want you to walk. It is in some ways related to what I just brought up about your the creative ideas that you're meant to be pursuing, the things that you're meant to be cultivating. There's something you're supposed to be manifesting that you have not manifested, something that you're meant to be creating into this world that you didn't do. And that seems to be the key one here. But your ancestors are leading you down this path. You want a happier life for yourself, a life that you feel is yours, but you feel comfortable in, and you feel like you're getting what you deserve, and that path is leading you there. But it does require you walking the path, and walking down that road. It is there is fears though, and that's why your ancestors are by your side, walking that with you. Is there anything the ancestors want for Kathleen to know, that you're not alone in this? They come to you with wisdom, their energy, when they touch your hand, because they didn't walk the path. I don't. It's funny because that's what they brought up for me. Like, because I went to a party yesterday, and I have so many of my family members who are not living great lives. They're not. They're living hard lives, and their choices, or lack thereof, are a culmination of the life that they're living. Right? It's a reflection of that, and it's kind of that feeling because they gave me that, like, it just they popped up, I don't know, it was like a cousin of mine, that isn't living a great life and has a hard life, and it doesn't need to be that way. But that's what they gave as a reference. I was like, why are they bringing them up? But they're saying that their ancestors, they're the ones that didn't make it or didn't do what they want you to do or what they're encouraging you to do, and they're reminding you of that. And their failure can be your success. All right. Is there anything else for Kathleen? No, you do have an issue to do with your solar plexus. I felt it very strongly. To trigger is probably your ego. I would have a talk with your ego. Tell your ego to stop sabotaging you, stop interfering. Um, but there's also an identity here as well. It has to do with the ideas. What about it? It makes you it's like you can't quite decide to do these things because who you think you are, who you believe you are, versus the ideas you could be receiving are not. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to phrase this. It's like it kind of reminds me though of my sister, right? She has a lot of spiritual gifts and stuff like that. Very gift around all that good stuff, and she won't do it because she's too afraid, or who she thinks she is someone who's not going to do that. But in reality, on a soulful level, she is. I feel like you need to touch more with your soul, and get in touch with that. Again, they're linking to the higher self as the key, to getting in touch with your soul, so that when these ideas pop in, you don't immediately reject them because that's not who I am. I think it actually is. Who you think you are is not who you are. And that's again, that path that they're leading you down as well. Is there anything else for Kathleen about that? No, they want to switch gears. What is the next thing? Mm. One of the things that they do want you to focus on is stop waiting for the for change and for things to come into your life. I really do get it, right? Especially in the esoteric community, it's all about what's next. Can I be real with all of you? Nothing if you do nothing. I just can I just throw that out there, and that's it. They want you to stop waiting for things to change and create the change for yourself. And again, that has to do with that you creating something for yourself, but it's not just that. It's also a sovereignty issue, right? Are you creating the life that you want for yourself? Are you moving in that direction? Or are you hoping that it somehow finds you? It feels like you are doing the second one, by the way. And what they want you to know is that there is a need for you to stop waiting for things to change and for you to create that change that you want for yourself now. That's the difference. There's a difference between someone who is actively participating in their life, right, versus someone who is waiting for the good things to happen. And that's the difference between people who have success and people who do not. People who have a life that they deserve and people who don't are people who are willing to create the life that they deserve. And it's not, I do get it because it's how we're kind of hardwired as well to just wait for the next thing, or even in the esoteric community, what's next or who's coming towards you, blah blah blah. It's constantly drilled into you, is it not? That something's coming and you don't have to do anything. But in reality, that's not the case. It's always been the case where we have to take an active role. And what they want you to do is stop waiting for the fulfillment, stop waiting for happiness to come, go towards it first. And you have this energy inside of you, this capacity inside of you. If you're willing to use it, you will never regret pursuing your own happiness, because as long as you keep going, you'll get there. Period, end of stories is how it works here. Life is actually very easy. It's easy mode. I know everyone thinks it's not, but it really is. It just requires you to keep going. It requires you to keep following your heart, and it requires you to be brave. And that's why they're bringing up the fear contract and the poverty and lack contract for you as well. Any last things, any last message please for Kathleen? um They feel your pain. Sorry, your ancestors. They say your guides. They feel your pain. Um, they understand that you're scared. They're giving me a visual now, Kathleen. I want you to close your eyes, and your ancestors are placing their hands on your shoulders, neck, head, your arms, your legs, every part of you, and they're putting in new inputs, new updates to help remove all the things, all that energy inside of you that's holding you in a place that you don't belong. So I want you to just take that energy in, thank them as well as they give you this. But it's like they gave me that shutter where it's like there's this piece of you. fighting, by the way, to come to the surface, but there's fears holding it back. And your ancestors are going to put in new inputs, new updates. They're also saying new DNA. And removing and sorry, extrapolating the old DNA from you, so that you can actually live the life that you want to live and the life that you're meant to live, no matter um, where you are in life as well. Anything else? That's it. They just take that energy in. Um, that's beautiful. Sorry, they gave you a lot, by the way. It was I believe there was six different ancestors that stepped forward to give you the new inputs, new updates. Okay. All right. That is all I got for you, Kathleen. I thank you. I thank you so much. So we are on 25. Ooh. 33, 4. Hi. Okay. It's for Shuri. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's a very interesting question. Okay, so share. Oh, I gotta put that. I gotta change that. Sherry. Okay. So Sherry's asking, my soulmate is at a distance. What is our purpose together? Metatron, what do you have to say about that? Um, this is very interesting. The first thing that's coming through from Metatron is I feel like you're meant to learn. Hmm, and you're meant to hold on, you're meant to learn and you're meant to understand completely that distance means nothing in the end, right? I really do understand the physical reality and even how our mind is programmed, right? The human mind is something we create, makes us think that I don't know that they're far away from you or something like that. What you do need to understand is that this person is actually right by you, no matter how you see it. If you can call upon their energy anytime of any day, and you can be with them and spend time with them anytime and any day, right? And right now, I feel the purpose of your connection is for you to truly understand and wrap your head around that. I know how difficult that is, right? Because of how we're conditioned, how we're programmed, and even the human mind that we've come here to experience. We all came here to experience the human experience until we don't want it anymore. And eventually we don't, right? And then we can start to move out of that. But right now is for you to learn that you are not actually as apart as you as it may seem. Is there anything else, Metatron, that you have on that? You do need to learn to make yourself happy without them. That is a key one. I really do. I completely. I get it. You know, you see it on TV constantly, right? How everyone just seems so much happier when they have someone in their life, but we can have even more happiness if we were to give it to ourselves, way more if we were able to give it to ourselves. And that right now is your journey, is to learn, right? For one, it's like there's this distance between you and this person. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and suffer, or are you going to change and take control of your life and live a life of happiness and meaning? And that is fully within your power now, if only you were willing to take those steps to create that for yourself. I do feel there is an attachment to this person. You may want to look at my attachment contract if you feel called to. It will help you release the attachment to this person, and it will help you choose yourself. I understand. I made my way through this step very quickly in my journey, and I know how hard that was. Not everyone can do it, but if you need a little bit of help, the attachment contract and the fear contract will be the ones that will help you overcome what is making you hold on to this person. It is fear, lack as well, but fear is something that I am seeing. So right now is you learning to make yourself happy, and also you learning that the distance between you isn't real. It actually isn't, by the way. It really isn't. Is this meant for short term or long term? As your next question. Let me see. Metatron, what do you have to say? He's going back and forth, but if he were to pick one, long term, between you and this person, long term. I feel if you were to make yourself happy, if you were to fill your own cup, and if you were to be at a higher vibration, things between you and this person would work out a lot easier than they are currently. And that's being the key. That's why your purpose right now is you learning to raise your own vibration and heal yourself and give yourself everything you want from this person. you should probably write it down and then learn to give these things to yourself. That will be a key one. There is a guide, I want to say, that's working with you, Rosia. Sorry, this is the name I've received. This guy, they're actually on your left side, and they're always. I don't know when you write down if you're a writer, but I see them when you will write stuff or when you're thinking about stuff or when you're channeling energy. This guide is the one who's always assisting you with your journey, with what you're doing. So it is someone you may want to connect with, a being of light you may want to connect with, but learning to give yourself the things that you seek from this person is the key. All right, now, okay. um okay, so what are my spiritual gifts, abilities, talents for self-expression? Interesting. You do have a lot of stuff that's repressing your self-expression and repressing your gifts. um this has to do with programming, right? Of how we're conditioned. Let me see. They are leaning on the self expression being the key one for you. The more that you give yourself the things that you want to give yourself, I feel like, I see what they're saying. They have it's like the best thing that you can possibly do for yourself. There are things that you want to do that you may feel like you shouldn't. For whatever reason, these are the things that you should focus on the most. Remember, they're saying to give yourself stuff. I feel like experiences is one of them. And there's some things that you want to experience that you feel I shouldn't do that. That's wrong. Or maybe I don't know. Sorry, Sherry. Right? Maybe women don't do that, or something like that. I don't know what your thing is, but they want you to give yourself experiences that you feel you shouldn't have for whatever reason. That's being the key one that's going to help break, right, those barriers and restrictions and blocks that are keeping you from your own self-expression. Another thing that they would want you to do as well, dancing, singing, that could also help. There are many ways to remove the blocks and restrictions to our self-expression, but doing stuff that we feel uncomfortable with is the key one. So it is what I see. But what your spiritual gifts do you have? It's interesting that is coming through again. They want you to focus on your third eye. I believe your third eye is in fact blocked. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, that's actually no. I don't think I have a problem. Sorry. Last time I did readings, I was like going to people's energy field, and all of their low vibration entities jumped on me. There was like 200. It took like a week to get rid of them, but I should be fine. I have a I have like my mom that's clearing me now. So let's see. Let's take a look at the third eye. You do have a blockage here, and it comes from a past life. In the past life, you were taught that maybe seeing these things is wrong, or no, and or being connected to the divine or receiving from the being's light is wrong. It's something to do with your place. I think it's a theme that you have in your current life as well, where the place, like, it's not my place to connect to that. It's not my place to do those things. My place is here. I think you right now is the time for you to break free out of the barriers and restrictions, and honestly, the box that you've kind of placed yourself in. The world may have put you in this box, but you kept yourself there. And what they want you to focus on is removing this box and breaking free out of it. They're giving the example of a potted plant, right? You're in this plant, and you can only grow so big because right, the pot that you're in is this big. So if you were to remove yourself from that pot and put yourself in a way bigger one, you can grow significantly. The other gifts will come, just so you know, but right now it's all about the third eye. They would want you to practice on the removal of this. Let me see if there's someone stepping forward. Metatron is going to step forward to help cleanse your third eye itself. He has actually, he already did it. So I just, sorry, I went back in, and he already took care of it. He has removed the third eye debris and blockages that are here, but I believe that your subconscious is the one that's blocking you the most, though. There's fears in your subconscious. Let me see what they want you to do about that. One of the things that how I've conquered this is I had my higher self come down and tell my subconscious to open up my third eye and to open up to the beings of light. So that is your next one, but it has to do with your belief that you need to stay in place, or that it's not your place to access these things. It's in your subconscious. So I'm not sure how conscious you are of this, but it lurks on the right side. Have your higher self assist you with removing this from you. Yes, you will have more clarity. I feel like you do see with your third eye, you'll have more clarity with it. You will be able to see in a better way. Okay. Anything else that you have for let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, what? Yeah. W- when you start to develop the third eye, the other gifts will start to come and activate on you. Okay. Okay, okay. The panic is coming from your subconscious, by the way. Again, I would have a talk with your subconscious. The being of light that I work with whenever I'm dealing with whatever I dealt with anxieties or nervousness with people, I would heal it from them because you can heal this. I would work with Kuan Yin. Hold on, let me put a name for you. Kuan Yin is the one who she's the best at this. Kuan Yin is one of the best. I also work with Hather, but Hather is not stepping forward for you, Cherie. So Kuan Yin should be able to handle this. You want to ask Kuan Yin to remove blocks, restrictions, and things that are causing your nervousness or panic attacks. It is in your subconscious. It's actually in the near the middle where your mind's eye is, which is where it's blocking your third eye, by the way, because the mind's eye is the third eye. It's near there. And it's a part of you that starts to panic. It's interesting. Remember, I knew I felt used to have some clarity there. I think that's where your third eye is freaking out. Um, you have to remove these things. The fear contract will help as well because it will completely reset your subconscious. But Kuan Yin is the one who stepped forward to help you. Ask her for help and assistance with your anxieties and panic attacks or nervousness. Especially with what your third eye is seeing. I would she'll focus on that, but there's other areas. I see some on the left side, some near the back as well as what's kind of making you panic and having that it's like that energy. It's like that energy just like that. Anyway. Yes. Yes. Anything else, Quanian, that you have? No, work with her. Um she's saying if you want to call her for it before you go to sleep, she'll work with you at night. Sometimes it's easier to not be awake for those things. So I would work with her in the daytime, right? Call her forth in a meditative state, and then she'll work on you. And also call her forth right before bed, and you will be able to remove this. You won't have any more panic attacks, right? You'll be able to release that energy and release what's causing it. There is a cause, by the way. Third eye, it seems to be the one, but it's also other things. Okay, third eye, past life. There is another one. It has to do with death. It's another one. I'm gonna leave it there. It has to do with death. I can feel it. Um, are there any blockages to weight loss? Let's take a look here. I want to answer this question. A lot of people, you do have it. I am seeing some of this blockage is within the DNA. What other blockages are here? Let me call forth your higher self. Hurry, who is this again? Sherry. So it's higher self. Can you tell me what are the blockages that for stuff? There's a karma attached to why you're not able to lose weight, why you're struggling with it anyway, and why it seems to be a problem. The higher self is the key one. Sorry, okay, the higher self is the key one. As the being that you want to work with Sherry's higher self, what does she need to ask for? Help with removal. Hold on, let me ask your higher self to assist with your karmic blockages to weight loss. Yeah. Sorry. It's not weight loss, to self-esteem. Um sorry, ask your higher self to assist you with your karmic blockages to self-esteem. Anything else? They stopped. That would be it. That's what I have for you. I'll put it as a so you can see it for a little bit. Sherry. All right. And that's all I got for you, Sherry. Yes. Sorry, I want to make sure. Any last thing, any last message? That's it. They would like for you to work with to start to connect more to your dragon as well. Just that's coming through. Call your dragon forth in a meditative state. Kuan Yin, no, wait. I believe when you are After Kuan Yin works on you, when you feel her energy, call in your dragon, because that's when you're calm enough to be able to have a dragon come in. Because if you're scared or your ego is scared or your subconscious starts to panic, right, it's your dragon's not gonna come. But after Kuan Yin works on you, right after I feel, you can call your dragon force so you can connect to it. Okay, that's what I got for you, Sherry. I thank you. All right, let's see. So we are on. Ooh. Oh wait, did I miss? Oh my god. Oh, I did one. I did it out of order. There's someone I missed. Okay, that's a my bad. Jessica Yang is next. Okay, Jessica. I don't know how I missed that. It is what it is. It had to be that. Everything's perfect. So that was what was needed to happen. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. General advice on my career, on my situation, ship reaching wish fulfillment. Okay. The first thing about your career, Jessica, they want you to switch whatever you're currently doing right now. And to focus more on your inspiration. I have had that come through multiple times. And you're like, tell me about this. And it says you need to switch. It is what it is. It's the one that they're very sure about. Right now, the earth is going through a rapid change, and the people who are willing to make the changes are going to ascend very, very fast. Very fast. That's the point, right? So you want to get on this lift off as sooner rather than later, because later on it's not going to have as much of an impact. And in fact, it will be quite crowded. So what the message that's coming through for your career is you may want to focus on your inspirations and focus on things that bring you fulfillment, and move in that direction. Liking a job is not enough. Yeah, that's just what they just wanted me to clarify that. Liking it is not enough. Being okay with it is not enough. Like, that's crazy. Would you marry someone you found is okay, right? No, that's crazy. And that's kind of what they're bringing for an example for you. Oh, right. So, oops. Okay, we're at 40 minutes. Yeah. Oh my God. I keep forgetting. Anyway. Uh, okay. Yes. I just, the challenge just starts happening and I just go in it. All right. Anyway. But yes, that's what they want to say about your careers. Any examples that you have? No, they are saying that I see you, the career that you're currently in has a lot of, it's like a vortex of energy. It's drawing you into it, whatever this career that you're currently in is. I believe that there's some growth there, but once that growth is done, you are going to want to separate yourself from this and move on to something that is more fulfilling very fast, very rapidly. The idea will come. I actually see it coming around January of next month, as when again, the energy of this current job or current career that you're in has a lot. There's a lot there. You're going to get what you need to get from it. They are bringing forward this example. I have to say it, because I had someone I had to do this. I gave this advice to, and they brought it forth. There are many paths to getting to what's next, right? And there are some paths that are faster than others, right? Your current job or current career path is the fastest way to get to what's next. But you shouldn't assume, right, that you're meant to stay there. And that's what I want to say. So it's like staying at this place for now until the energy runs out, until you no longer feel the pull, and then removing yourself and walking down a different path. Yes, that's what they want to say. So it's like that. It's important that you know it that way. Sorry, know that and see it that way, because that is what's going to help you. You will be so supported in this new one, by the way, as well. You're also very supported in where you currently are but it's meant to. I believe around January is when you're going to start to like not want it or not feel like it's the right thing for you. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. But that's what I have. All right, it's the very first thing. Okay. General, sorry, about a situationship reaching wish fulfillment. Hold on, I'm gonna have to draw cards on that one. I don't know. It's like a, hold on, Metatron, can you help me understand this answer for this question? Situationship reaching wish fulfillment. Let's take a look. Hold on. I don't normally draw tarot anymore. All right. Okay, sorry. He's receiving it. One of the things that Jessica, you need to know, you're giving to something that's not going to manifest right now. whether it's going to reach wish fulfillment, you'll kind of know. And this is interesting because they're bringing forth the message that they gave you about a path opening up for you in terms of a new career. We know when something's open and something's available and something's flowing, and we know when it's not. You know that this situation, whatever you're referring to, is not flowing. It's not going to either. You can give to it. It's never going to change anything because right now is not there's no flow here. There's not meant to be. And that's why you always know everything's working out perfectly, because we can't cultivate something that isn't for us. We just can't. If there's no lessons there, if there's no growth there, if it's going to harm us, right? We can't really cultivate it. It's the point, right? So right now you're giving to a situationship that is never going to manifest right now. Anyway, it can change in the future, but what I'm receiving from Metatron now is that it's not going to manifest. The person that you are referring to is not. Oh, it's interesting. I don't know if you work together, but uh yeah, they are not going to be making any moves towards you. It doesn't, even if you don't work together, it doesn't matter. But that it's just something that just came through. Um, uh, right now, though, this person is not in a position of going after what they want. They're a bit imbalanced. I also feel if this is a person, it doesn't have to be. Could be your situationship. I imagine it is. Sorry, it is what it is. I hope. Metatron, is this like a person? Yeah, sorry. They have a karmic situation that they have to wrap up. I think it might even be their mom, but it doesn't have to be. But there's something there that throws this person out of alignment. And that is what they need to focus on right now. Not so much you, not so much a connection with you. Can I get a clarifier? Yes. Whatever it is, it's over with. Like it's just kind of picking up the pieces. Yeah, enlightenment. There it is. There. I haven't done tarot in such a long time. It's so funny. Anyway, but what Metatron wants to say is that not all is lost in the situation, but right now, giving to it, giving your energy, giving your time, even thinking about it, it flows energy to something. Yeah, it's like there's like this brick wall. There's no point. Don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, and focus on what you should be focusing on in terms of your own life, and you'll be able to sense and feel when the door opens up. And when it does, then you can walk through it. And until it does, you cannot. And that's kind of where you're at right now. All right. Is there any other advice and guidance for Jessica? Sorry, I just no, just focusing on the things that make you happy. I do feel there are other areas of your life that need some time and attention. I want to say maybe your friendships or relationships, could be family connections right now. Um, it's interesting. I don't know how much of this you're currently feeling, but it's like you may be feeling empty, or you may feel like you don't have enough of love or connection in your life. But if you worked on the connections that you do have, if you worked on the connection even with yourself, you would actually feel content and full. It's interesting, it's like you have a more than enough within yourself and then outside of yourself to make you feel like you have a full healthy life right now. But since you don't work on it, right, since you're not working on the healing and connecting to yourself, or like working through the obstacles and barriers with these other connections, you're not able to feel that fulfillment. And that is what that is what Metatron is saying. Anyone who doesn't feel happy in their life, you're it has nothing to do with what's happening in your life. It has everything to do with what's going on inside of you. And that needs to be your focus right now. The fulfillment comes from within no matter what. Yes, yes. But I feel like there are specific connections that you could be working towards, or you could restore. It could even be a family, siblings, friends, right? That you can actually get a lot from, but you're not making those deeper or better. And that's something to work on as well. Any last thing? Think that's it. Any other messages that's coming through? Sorry, Kuan Yin is stepping forward to help. Sorry, stepping forward to give a message. What message do you have? So Kuan Yin's showing me. There are some past hurts, past pains that you're gonna have to work through. That she can help you with, by the way. If you do want to call her for help, for assistance, it has to do with before, when you reach for something and it hurt so bad, you pulled your hand away and you started crying. It does not a literal sense, but maybe, right? Who knows? But what Kuan Yin is saying is that these situations, you. you develop like a negative connotation to maybe reaching out or maybe trying, right? So now you don't try. Kuan Yin wants to work at releasing the past hurts, past pain, so that you can learn to try again and you can learn to take risks again, especially in connections. That's actually the key one here. It's being the biggest thing. So Kuan Yin wants to help you with this. So you can call her forth. She's saying it's best for what you're currently dealing with to call her forth before bed, because of, well, it's kind of heavy. I know it sounds crazy, but our mind will reject if it's too painful. So we don't go through it. I know. So when we go to sleep, right, we can move our consciousness somewhere, and then we can have it healed there, and our mind won't get in the way. That's why she's suggesting that you call her forth before bed to heal your past hurts, past pain. Let me take a look here. Hold on. What do you want to heal, Kuan Yin? Past hurts and past pain with relationships. Sorry, relationships and connections. 2. Sorry, she wants 2. Hold on. It's something to do. Sorry, 2. It's something about she wants an end. Wants you to put an end to this. Hold on one second. Pat, call Kuan Yin. Please help me heal past hurts, past pain with my relationships and connections. 2. I see. There it is. Form of love again. This is just to be the phrasing for it. You can work with this like any way you want. Yes, this would be the key one for you. When you do this, things are going to start to flow in your relationships, not just the connection that I do feel you want, but I think in every area things will flow better, and things will be in a better position right now. But again, you're giving energy and time to a connection that's not going to fulfill, not going to create anything. So it's best to use that energy elsewhere. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to thank you, Jessica. I do appreciate it. So let's take a look here. We're at 51:30 for the next person. Let's see, it's Cynthia. Cynthia S. Okay, let's see. How do I heal money blocks and inactivity? Ooh, this is a good question, by the way, Cynthia. I just want to let you know that it's a really good question to ask oneself, or sorry, to have asked. Let's take a look here. What is the biggest blockage for money? They are suggesting that your blockage to money is to do with karma that's coming from your past life. Some of it's ancestral, some of it's past life influence, past life karma. And Akashic record reading is the one that they're saying is like the number one thing that you can do to help release these blocks and restrictions to your money. So when we constantly receive energy from source, right? So if we have karmic blockages that's within our body or even our mind, the energy that we would be receiving from source that is abundance, it's cut off and we receive less than what we were meant to receive. So that's what's happening right now. So what you are, they're showing me like you on your throne and then energy flowing to you, abundance, and there's a rock that's blocking all the good stuff from happening, the good stuff from coming into your life. So what they want you to focus on, ooh, if the air came up, it's a real important. What they want you to focus on is removing that block. The ancestral karma clearing, that's how I remove mine, is the one I suggest. You don't have to get mine. There are other people that do it. But I would go to the one that you feel called to. But that is the number one thing that you can be doing to remove your blocks and restrictions to abundance. Your mind itself is also an issue in your subconscious. The poverty and lack contract will help with you removing your own limiting beliefs about money. But the ancestral karma clearing also removes your limiting beliefs as well. So it's both of them do this. Okay, let me see, is there anything else in terms of what's blocking Cynthia S from money? Yes. It's interesting, they're saying that this is a block you wouldn't necessarily identify as what's blocking your money, but it has to do with a block to receive. You have blocks to receiving love, so you don't receive all the love you people give, right? Or all the love that you should be getting, right? Um, One of the things that that Metatron is saying is that your biggest blockage to receiving isn't just the ancestral karma, which is the number one, by the way, but also you not being able to receive love. And getting that abundance from source is in a sense love, right? We're getting support from source. You have an issue here. One of the biggest blockages right now is for you to receive love and to receive that support. There is it comes from your father's side, an ancestral pattern, or sorry, an ancestral belief, but I also feel like it comes from your mom too, but I see it on the father side the most, that is blocking. It's like a belief system. Let me see what it is. Sorry, is it suffering in silence? It could be that one. Hold on. It's like it. It's not that one, but it's like that one. Where you're not, yeah. It's not exactly that one, but that's the one I know of. So they gave it saying it's like it, but there is an ancestral belief that's coming from from the paternal side of you that has been passed into you, and it does keep you from receiving. Oh, it's like where you pretend everything's okay, when it's not. Yeah, it's okay to admit that things are not great. It's okay to say that, and not just to yourself, but to other people and the beings of light. And when we open ourselves up to receive, which is your issue, and you say expressing that you're having trouble is you opening up to receive. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's all linked. But when you open yourself up to receive, you're able to receive that love and that support, and it will come. But they're seeing that those are the two biggest blockages to abundance right now. I would, if I were you, a Cynthia, there is someone, I wasn't sure, but they are bringing it up. um I would do this. Hold on, let me see. I would get you can ask Catherine for an Akasha karma clearing. I would actually recommend that for you. I will give you the link to it in the this this description thing. Yeah, for you, Cynthia. I would get an Akasha Karma clearing from her, because the questions that you also could be asking is, what could I do to bring in money? So I was yesterday with my cousin. I was seeing my family, and I wanted to give them that advice, but I knew it would just fall flat, right? But I believe that you will receive this. Or ask, what can I do to bring in more money? I've asked that question, and I bring in way more now because I took the advice. So I want this is what you want to ask for, okay? But yeah, everything's good. Let me see. Is there anything else? Oh no, I think they turned the heat on. I haven't heard the heat sound in a while. Anyway, I seem to be unable to apply myself. Am I under black magic? Let's take a look here, Cynthia. Let's see. So I felt entities on you, actually being the key one. But let's take a look. Let's call forth Archangel Michael and his two dragons. Can we take a trip into Cynthia S, and remove any entities that are here? Archangel Michael's dragons are with me. I have the blue, and the blue dragon is with me right now. Let's take a look. Cynthia S. Hold on, I'm pulling your energy. Let's take a look there. Alrighty, there are two entities on you. I'm going to remove both of them that are here. Removing one. They placed the one that's on the right side in a cage while they deal with the left one. And Archangel Michael's dragons are they're going to give it an option, right? To either leave or go to the light. Let's see what it does. Scared to go to the light. I'm gonna give it love. I'll give it. If you're here now, you can give it love too. Give it love. You are cared for. You are loved. You deserve to have the best life for yourself. When you go to light, it is accepting the invitation to the light. So let's move that energy off of you. There. Beautiful. Let's get the second one now. The one that's in the cage. This one has there's nefarious energy, nefarious, like sorry, evil intent. Now, there's not always. Usually, there actually isn't. They're just living, right? They're trying to survive. This one has some evil intent. Um, they're placing it under a pentagram. Um, I believe I believe it's going to be dissolved or disillusioned. Yeah. We don't like to do that. Because they want to live, but this one had some pretty evil intent there. Okay. Let's Archangel Michael stepping forward to restore your outer etheric and energy fields. Get the inner. There's a hole at the top as well. They're restoring that. I'm going to call forth El Mora to help give a cleansing of your aura as well. El Mora places his hands on your aura, and he is going to be cleansing the negative energy that's here. So I want you to just like repeat after me. I isolate and release any and all low vibrational entities and extraterrestrials and remnants energies that are working against me from me, my 4 lower bodies, and my entire energy field. I release it thoroughly and completely. Now breathe in the energy of the divine, then breathe out everywhere. They want you to breathe in enough energy from the divine and let it expand until it fills your entire energy field. Just let it keep filling you up until it expands to every corner of your energy field, and removes all this stuff. It's going to restore your golden web memory system as well, as there has been damage, I believe, from the entity, but I don't know. Your golden memory system has damage. So you're not able to recall all of your information, just in general. So there's a restoration of that. Sorry, it was beautiful. Is there any curses here? I don't feel curses, but I do feel entities, by the way. I felt entities. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael, and he's going to cleanse. I hear sorry, there's this beep sound. Anyway, Archangel Michael, can you clear out each of the chakras of the debris and blockages? He's moving to your root, the sacral. Right now, you are purging the low vibrational information that you're holding inside of yourself from the entities. The energetic exchange that happens, you are taking on their dark energy while they are feeding off of you. So there is, he's at your solar plexus now. Can we clear out that remnants energy? That's off of her as well. And then the heart. Yes. It's getting to your throat. Third eye now, and then your crown. Your crown very bad, by the way. It's real crazy. Archangel Michael is there now, assisting. I believe Metatron's here as well. Metatron's going to be placing a pyramid on you in a second, but that's what he said. You need to place one. The crown's really bad as they were restoring it. Really bad, by the way. It's like half of it not working, and half was, but it's not working on the other half. Okay, that's it. Beautiful. Anything else that's needs to be done here? Archangel Michael, can you cleanse her, clear her home and do a clearing of the home as well? He's sending the blue dragon in. That's going to be sweeping through the home itself and make sure there's nothing there. Just to make sure there's protection. They placed a bubble on your home itself as well. So yeah, just to place that anyway. Anyway, that's good. Everything feels good to me. Oh, you feel a lot lighter. Okay. What was I gonna? It's like, oh yeah, Metatron. Can we place the pyramid on her? Yes. He's placing a pyramid with the Syrian crystal at the top that is going to fill your body with more light while drawing out the negativity from you. Okay, that's good. I believe we're at the end now. Yeah. Not black magic, but entities were on you. One of the entities had its hand on your belly. It was eating the sacral chakra's energy. By the way, also the roots and some of the solar, but mostly the sacral. Okay, so this has been removed. Everything's good now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. So we're gonna be moving on to, let's take a look here. Okay, let's see. We're at 1 hour. 3:33 for DD. Okay. Alrighties, let's take a look here. So this is the person. Okay. So let's connect to your energy. Okay, Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. Oh, no problem. Yeah, Cynthia, go get an Akashic record reading from Catherine. Yeah, Catherine. Yeah. If you want as well, Laura Nani. I'm not doing entity clearings right now or anything like that. But Laura Nani, she does healings and entity clearings all at the same time. I recommend her. She's who I go to get healed from. Um, I will give you her link if you wanted to. I recommend her if you wanted to just get a clearing again or just make sure everything's clear. Sometimes entities, most of the time actually, they don't stay on us, they leave and then they'll feed on us a little bit. So you may have one that comes and goes. I didn't pick it up, but Laura would be the one. I'm not doing entity clearings because of I'm fixing my third eye right now. So they told me no more entity clearings, no more healing. All right. Yeah. But yeah, that's the link for Laura. That's there. Hold on, it's right there. Ah, okay, so we're at 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. Are Gabriel and I suited for marriage? I get a yes for you, Didi, about suited for marriage, but there are some issues here between you and this person in order for you to really make it work. I want to do what I've been doing, and that's healing through the higher self. It's actually what I want to do to for you. That's what I feel guided to do. When we do this, we're gonna it will resolve the conflicts. I will create. It's one of the things I can do as unity. If you want it, oh yeah, I'm gonna see if the higher self wants it. If the higher self will say no, then it's a no. But um, let me take a look here. So we're gonna call forth Dawn Marita de Andas, higher self, to step forward, please. Your higher self is here, and let's call forth Gabriel's higher self to step forward as well. This person is in a bit of a dark place, by the way. They need some help. This is going to assist with this. So I want you, Dawn, to tell them. Let's see what your higher self wants to say. The go-tos are I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me when those times that I am not the person that I want to be. And this is something that we all deal like, all of us know on a soulful level who we are, right? We're pure, we're perfect. But all those times when we're not those things, we're not ourselves, right? We're something else. And I want you to apologize to this person when you're not being that all the time. And for you to tell them that you're doing the best that you can, and you're doing the best that you can, and to give you grace and forgiveness. Yes, you're also going to tell this person through your higher self that you forgive them. Forgive them, and you. For one of the things that you do need to say and do, I suppose, is that you see them, not for what you want to see, but for who they are. And again, when I first looked at this person, I was like, wow, there's some dark stuff going on there, right? That you see that this person's got some issues, they got some struggle. They're coated in like just black for some reason. They're not supposed to be. I'm probably going to clear it off of them, but the higher self is peeling this energy off currently. Whew. um it's peeling off this thing. I don't know, I've never seen it before. The higher selves have been coming through like real crazy like lately, but I just saw like a dark skin on this person, and we're removing the skin off of them completely. Let's release this thing from this person. Metatron is here. He's circling around the higher self, and he's going to be forming the higher self. There's something that it was a container that was keeping their higher self in position. Metatron is going to be restoring and repairing this person's higher self. Let's see. How are you doing, Metatron? Let's see. I see. Then can Archangel Michael, can you help expand this person's crown chakra so that the higher self can actually have the energy it needs? Beautiful. Yes. Sorry. I had this happen to me too one time. My crown was like real blocked, and the higher self gets really weak. So it's what I'm seeing. Beautiful. Sorry, it's they're filling me with light now. Okay, it's good. Um, this person's higher self now says that they're sorry. That they want to. One second. Okay. Who you were dealing with and the kind of person you were dealing with, that's gone now. So they're not apologizing for it. It is what it is. Okay. But they do want to say sorry for what they've done, how they may have hurt you and treated you. That seems to be a key one. So I'm going to be placing my hands on their sorry, their right shoulder, your left. And I'm going to be creating a unity here that's between you and this person. The higher selves are accepting of it. Just so you know, the higher selves are accepting of it. It's going to create harmony in your connection, and it's going to create a more of a balanced and equal give and take, but dynamic between you and this person from now on. So, whatever your issue was with this person, it'll struggle cities. What they're telling me, it's not going to be that much of a struggle anymore. It should be easier going forward because of the unity that is being created. Um, Yes. I've done this before, but this one seems like it's taking in more energy. It is what it is. It's okay, but it's feel like it's taking more to produce the unity itself. It's because of where their higher self was and what state they were in. Beautiful. Kuan Yin is stepping forward to assist me as she grabs the other shoulders, the other side, and then creates this harmony and balance. And again, it's not like you're getting married per se, but it did kind of feel that way. But what it did feel like, what it is technically, is it's going to allow there to be a nice dynamic here. It's like your energy won't react to certain things that they do because you understand them more, and vice versa. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's like you won't have that. Oh, did they mean this? Of course not, right? But it's like there's sometimes we just make assumptions, and your energy now understands them more. So that's what I'm creating here. Is you understanding them on a deep, energetic, soulful level, and vice versa. Okay, so that is what's been exchanged. That's what I mean by unity. Um, and the dynamic should be a lot better between you and this person going forward. Okay. All right. Let's see. Whew. That took a ton of energy from me to do for you. It's because of their higher self. It was not in a good place. Anyway, my head, my hearts. Okay. So we what individually do we need to work on to be a better team? Interesting. I pretty much solved it. I'll be real with you. Because of the power I have. But what you can do to be better, I feel it's kind of wait for your heart or your intuition to kind of go based on that reaction rather than kind of what the ego may say. I would also want to, there's something that's coming through now. I want you, Dawn, to tell your ego that you to no longer interfere and to step in whenever you are dealing with stressful situations or situations that you want to maybe run away from, something like that. I don't know. It is what it is. So do it like you're phrasing, or however. We always know the words, so whatever comes to mind. But it is something like that. Tell your egos to stop stepping in when you feel those ways, because you can handle it now. You are stronger than you used to be, and you no longer need it to. And you ask with love, right, for it to no longer interfere and step in. Let's call forth your higher self to make sure that it's soothing the ego itself. The higher self has stepped forward and is swirling energy into the ego so that it can calm down, and it's getting the message. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that the ego needs to hear? Let me see what your ego wants to say. It gave like a somber but it's not going to interfere anymore. It won't fill you with those feelings, especially the triggers. Yes. Anything else? That's it. Sorry. Again, the energy from the higher selves will channel. It should finish in about a day. All the energy that was given to the higher self should channel into you. Probably about 1 o'clock tomorrow is what they want. What I'm receiving. Okay. And if you need to go back and listen to it again, and then connect again, if let's say it returns, it shouldn't, but you can always reconnect to that energy. Okay. Let's see. What about this person? What do they need to do? I do feel with the resolution of the and unity I created is going to allow marriage to be a lot more easier if you want to marry this person. And your connections to be a lot easier as well. Very, very easy. Okay. But I do feel we are technically compatible with anyone we want to be compatible with, but it's our energy that we have to learn more about them and get them and understand where they're coming from. That's being the key. And so if you want to work on something, it's that. Though the energy I did give you will really make it very possible, in fact very almost difficult for you not to see. But that's one of the things that you can work on, and vice versa, is understanding where someone's coming from. Sometimes we're mad and we say things we don't mean, and understanding that that's what it is, not taking it personally, is another. It's like a key component. It's just an example, but it's stuff like that where we understand if someone's in their mood or something like that, they're going to say certain things that they don't mean, or they're going to say things that may hurt us at times, but we give them space and hold compassion for them. It allows everything to wrap up and resolve easily. So it's something to think about. It's that, right? Understanding where they're coming from, and vice versa. Okay. Any last messages that you have for the? Let's take a look and see if there's anything else that they want to bring forward. No. I do see a marriage between you and Sabrina. I got a vision of it. Of a wedding anyway. I did get the vision. So I believe it really is possible. What percentage are we looking at? 70% of likely you probably marry this person. But again, it's just a probability. Any last messages that you have, Metatron, for Dawn about the situation? No. There is something though. Um It is like an exercise. I don't know if they're in your life right now or not, but whenever they're having trouble, you can place your two hands on their chest and you can assist them with whatever issue or energy that they're currently dealing with. Let me look at their higher self again. Is their higher self good, Metatron? Metatron's giving the clear on it, but I think that this person they may need help, and they may not ask for it. If you were to just place your hands on their chest, even with the higher self as well, right? Have your higher self place your higher self's hands on their higher self's chest. It will help them connect to that pure part of them, their soul, right? So it is something to think about just an exercise. You can do it physically or energetically. They're pretty much the same. Actually, they really are the same. Energetically, it's better, but physically it will also work as well. Okay. And that's what I got for you, Dawn. I think that's it. Anything else on? Yeah, that's it. Just working on seeing where they're coming from. And vice versa. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And that's like the only readings I have today. I didn't, I had to close the things. I was really tired. Anyway, I want to thank you, Don. I want to thank all of you for being here. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this next week. I should have more slots next week, but this week I was really tired. So it is what it is. If you do want to book a reading like this with me, next week the readings will be, there will be another chance to do readings like this. Okay. Take care, everyone, and bye.